one thing about PI that is clearly going to be a problem for me, and it's probably great for normal people, is that you got to get up early for this. I'm a night owl. You can trade, 23 hours out of the day on there, but all the real action is when the news is happening, breaking news, and all the votes all happen. A lot of times happen in the morning. Like tomorrow, there's going to be votes on whether or not to confirm Mayorkas, and there's going to be one on Pete Buttigieg. And so Mayor Pete, I believe, Mayorkas, they moved. This was originally supposed to be, Mayorkas was supposed to be at 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. That's the other thing. They're on the East Coast. I'm on the West Coast. These animals, I'm going to have to, get up at like insane times to watch this stuff. So if I want to watch the vote live, that is. I mean, I could let this I could let this bet ride and go to bed. I could sell. I could either set a share, set a sell price and go to bed, or I could just let it ride. But anywho's, I I originally got out of this market completely. I made money in this market and got out with a profit. And the only thing I had left was some 98 shares at 65 to 69 of no. And the order book was thick, as you can see. And so let's see, to buy no's at 98 cents, there's 7,616 people right now buying that. So it took me like 2 days to finally get through the order book. There was way more before, but I got out of it. And I don't know why I got into this. I told you in my very first video, pick one market, get out, take your profit. You're probably not going to stick around until it sells. There's one guy has a rule. I forget what his name is. I think they've even turned his like screen name into like a verb or an adverb, whichever ones. It was like, but basically anything that got to 90, he sold. Like he didn't keep anything past 90 cents because there's just too many instances of people holding on for a few extra pennies and getting wiped out. So I did a good job of taking my money, selling off all my no shares that were just a matter of time to sell off. And I had a good profit. And I went on to another market, which was the number of votes for Marcia Fudge. We'll talk about that in a moment. I broke my own rule. I can't even tell you at this exact moment how I got back into this market. I think what happened. Okay, let me look at my transaction history. I think I can tell you what I did. Let's see here. I bought, so I sold those no's off. Okay, I'm pretty sure what happened was this. I've been trying to gain a better understanding of this order book. This order book is really important because it tells you whether or not the market is likely to shift. That and a combination of there being a high trading volume. So I was kind of experimenting with it. The price of what we call by brackets, we call this B2, so 50 to 54. The price had gone down to 39 cents. And there was at the time there was a lot of trading volume, so it appeared to me, and the order book was thin. Now my way of thinking, every time I seem to express how I'm thinking about something, somebody in the Discord group I'm a member of tells me why I'm an idiot. But I also know that they tell you if you want to figure this out, do some trading. So I decided, okay, I can always get out of this cheap. Just because I invested 52.26 doesn't mean I have to stay. I could get out right now and lose $1.34 and be like, okay. But I'll tell you, but I do remember what I was thinking. So at the time, there were, I guess, um, let me see again the number I bought, and I'll tell you what happened. I started by buying 99 shares at 39 cents. And then as I was watching the market, so oh, and I know what it was. Okay. So the reason I bought 39 shares was because there was only 39 shares for sale. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, only 99 shares for sale at 39 cents. So at this time, so this was 5:01 p.m., there were 99 shares available at 39 cents. And I'm trying to learn the order book and understand it. So I was like, all right, the next offer is 40 cents. I'm just going to buy all 99 shares and see if I can watch it move. Might sound stupid to people that are experts at this, but they're probably like, well, of course it's going to move, dummy. But just want, I just want, and I also, 39 cents seemed cheap for B2. A lot of people think it's going to be B2. So I bought the 99 cents, and sure enough, this best offer price, I got to watch it go from 39 to 40, because as you'll see down here in the order book, if somebody were to buy 654 shares at 38 cents, then the price would move up. Right here, the best offer available would then go up to 39 cents. So I was like, oh, cool. So that's what happened. I bought 99 shares to watch the fucking thing move. And then there was 35 more shares available at the same price. They suddenly became available. So I was like, I'm going to take those motherfuckers too, and I'm going to keep this price at 40 cents. I guess I thought maybe if I kept keeping the price at 40. Oh, well, and okay, so here was the other thing. There wasn't much after me. So I had these for 39 cents, and there weren't that many shares available at 40 cents at the time. So there was maybe like 50 or 100 or something like that at 40 cents. So I thought, okay, I'm going to take the price to 40. There's not many to sell at that price, and I'll sell these back at 41 cents. So and I'll go to the end of the line, but I'm assuming that somebody will come and buy the 50 shares of 40 cents, 40-cent nose. The price will go to 41, and I'll be at the end of that line, which was also a short line. And again, there was only like, a couple of hundred shares in each one, if that. There might have been 100 or 50. One of the things I didn't understand, though, is there was a gap forming between the prices where you look here, you see it goes 33, 34, 35, 36, and then over here it jumps to 38. Notice there's no 37 here. There's a gap. And I'm not sure exactly why it means this, but one of the things I've learned is when there's a gap, the market's not very liquid. And this is not a huge gap. Sometimes you'll get a gap, it'll be like between 33 cents and 38 cents. And then that's really, there's not many shares, but there's not really anything happening either. There's no volume, right? That's the way I understand it. I don't really understand why. Some of this stuff I'm understanding kind of the rules, but and kind of getting the theory, but I wish like an expert at this. Maybe I can get one to come on Discord with me, and I could just like talk it out. and mouse around and he could explain it. That would be cool. But so right now you see in the order book that there's I'm sorry I smacked in the microphone. I listen when I edit sometimes. I hear myself going like that or something like that. I'm like, I'm one of those fucking cunts. I never thought I was one of those people. I was a goddamn communications major. I feel like I'm articulate when I want to be, and I don't do a line. You know, I think you when you podcast, you get lax. You start, we already know I have a problem with saying so anyway. So anyway, if you look in the order book, you could see that right now there's only 39 shares available at 37 cents. So if I bought 30, that's cheaper. I paid 39 cents. But if I bought all 39 shares at 37 cents, this would move up to 38. Over here, rather, this best offer would be 38. So right now, the best offer is 37, but you can only buy 39 shares. If you try to buy more, and boom, someone bought them. So now you could see this price has moved to 38 cents. With the way this market is going, though, and it not really seem to have a lot of volume at the moment, you know, that someone's going to have, you know, one person or multiple people are going to have to buy 693 shares at 38 cents before it gets back to 39 cents, which is what I paid for it. More importantly, look at 39 cents and 40 cents. So there's 1,213 shares being held at 39 cents. 134 of them are mine. And there's almost 2,000. There's 1,850 at 40 cents. So for the price of this to go past 40 cents, we're there. So this is what I again, I can't tell you the reason everything is the way it is. I just know there's a gap here. 37 cents is missing. The market's not very liquid. There's not a high trading volume at this moment. This is not a lot of shares, but it's a lot to go through when nothing is happening. And at this moment, to get through, you know, basically 684 and then another 1,200 and then another 1,800. It's a wall of shares that will have to be bought before this price ever goes back up to 41 cents. These people over here that are holding at 44 cents, they're just hoping that the vote goes their way tomorrow. And if it becomes obvious it's not, they're going to bail on that. But if they're right, then they'll be fine. And, but you could see why, for me, I was kind of hoping to flip this for a penny or two when I bought it. Part of the reason I did it, again, I was out of this market. Part of it was to play with the order book. And the other part of it was I thought maybe I could flip it for a penny or two. I didn't count on the low volume. The volume thing is still tough to figure out because you can look at, so this is B2 is 50 to 54. If you go into here, you could look at the stats, right? So we go 24 hours and 50 to 54 is right here. I can't figure out how to use this fucking thing. I know it's just a clock. I know military time. I know 1300 is 1 p.m., for instance. So let's see, it's almost midnight. So that would be 2400. We should be way over here. So I'm assuming this means that between 11 o'clock and midnight, where it's almost midnight, that this is the trading volume here, which is very low. The big blue bar is the trading volume. So you can see the total volume here is very high. So I guess I'm reading that right. If anybody has a better idea, let me know. The other thing is you could look at the stats and you could see that there wasn't a lot of volume in the 50 to 54 bracket today. It kind of just sat there. The real action is going to be during the vote. Now, this could change a lot because of the Mayor Pete vote. Mayor Pete, his confirmation hearing is the first one. And people will glean a lot of information from that will affect this. We could go take a look at the Mayor Pete thing. Let's see. So here's Mayor. I don't have any bets in here. The market seems to think. I mean, I really believe he's going to be confirmed too. And I don't know. It seems like all of these are a good price. In other words, these are the favorites, and they're pretty cheap, in my opinion. But I could be reading that all wrong. I don't know. That's the way I interpret this. Is that everybody believes he's going to be confirmed, and they all believe it's going to be by quite a few. Remember, this is saying basically that there's that the market right now thinks that there's 91% is no on it being 80 to 82. This is where everybody has their money. This is where they think it's going to be. They think it's going to be 86 to 88. So the no here is 73%. So these lower brackets are the only ones that are pretty committed. You could buy these no's that just aren't going to happen. And well, why would you do that? Like, why would you want to win a penny on every share tomorrow? Well, it's because if you buy no's in these brackets, each no reduces your overall risk in the market, and they'll actually give you some money back. But I don't know if I want to bet there. I'll show you what's on my watch list. We've got, okay, this one. People, I guess, say that this dude's super popular. So the smart people that I'm following, they have B1 through 7 no. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just count. Since everybody calls these brackets like B1, B2, B3, why don't they just put a little B1, B2, B3 down the side? That's how everybody refers to this, B1, B2. All right, so I know the smart money, here's the tip I got from my peeps is no on B1 through 7. And then yes on 8, 9, and 10. So, I mean, this is like almost 50-50. That's how popular this guy is. So since I kind of know what people have said about this contract, if I'm going to get up, I don't know. It seems like this is still a pretty early time to get in on this. 42 cents is a little expensive, but it's down 3 cents right now. Where's this been in the last? Let's take a look at the 7-day for that. And they call the last bracket B max. Why is this? Okay. What is B max? Is 95 or more? I'm doing that thing where I look in the wrong monitor instead of the one right in front of me. So this price skyrocketed. And So it doesn't look like it's going to get much cheaper. It was as high as 48 cents at one point. 46 cents. So I'm leaning, since I know people have this bet, I'm leaning toward doing that. Taking B 1 through 7 no and yeses on 8, 9, and 10. Especially, and they're all right now, all of them are down. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to show you something. Watch my cash balance up here, 159.09. I have no idea how many shares I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna start off. I'm just gonna do 25 for now. So you're gonna see I'm gonna by 25 shares, and you'll see my account balance went down, right? Now I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna buy 25 shares here and watch my account balance went up a little bit. You see that? And we're going to do the same thing here. I'm going to buy 25 shares. And again, watch my account balance. It's 135.24, 135.47. See, it's not going down. It's going up a little bit. Um, so, boom. And see, 136.37. Submit offer. 137.27. So I've been wanting. So these are the ones that are the oops. These are the obvious no's. 137.27, submit offer. 138.39. And then these we're going to take yes on. And these are cheaper. So let's see. Let's get let's start with 50. Let's see what that looks like. No, let's do it. Yeah, we'll do 100. 100 shares at 13 cents. And then see, now my balance is going to go down because um uh, yeah, let's go ahead and do 100 shares there too. And one more. Fuck it. Oh, the price of that shit just went up too. So you notice I wasn't able to buy all the shares that I wanted because they weren't for sale. There were only 28 shares available at 46 cents. So I'm waiting. And I might not get, if it starts to go up. So if I don't want to wait, I could buy, 28 more shares right now for a penny more. But we need somebody to sell. So the best offer right now is 47 cents. Notice there's no gap this time. Well, let's see. There's a gap between 40 and 42, but then 43 and 46, there's a gap between 46 and 47. I still don't really understand how these gaps work. Gotta be honest. But I like where this bet stands right now, but I'm offering to buy 28 shares at 46 cents. No one wants to sell them to me. That's where we're at. The price is probably just going to go up on this, and we're talking 28 stinking shares. I should probably just buy it. 47 cents. Yeah. Oops. Remove it. I can't. I'm going to change scenes, but I'll be back. Oh, it doesn't matter. It's only little Zach anyway. Oh, it went back down. Oh, no, it's still. Best offer still 47 cents. Yes. Okay. Just double checking my work. All right. So there we are. There's my bet for Tom Vilsack for AgSec by March 31st. So that's where I'm at with that. But I wanted to show you, as you watched, I took all of those no's, how every time I took a no, my account balance actually went up. Sometimes there are situations, which I explained to you in my first video called Negative Risk, where there's actually a guaranteed profit and there's an ideal number of shares to buy in every no bracket to give you the maximum amount of money back. And the best way to figure out that is to use a bot. And I could show you. Let me show you what that looks like. Check this out. Let's see here. Just got to get my. Hold on one second, my friends. Okay. All right. So, Discord action. If this is the I just realized I was like, why isn't this working? I was clicking on the video instead of the actual Discord. All right, so this is prediction markets. By the way, they told me that definitely they want this promoted. So this, I wasn't sure at first. I was like, is this a secret? Because this place is amazingly helpful. So this is the Discord server that I belong to. I've learned a ton from being on here and copying a lot of people's trades. Let me try to find where's the invite link? Well, what I want to show you anyway is you can actually come in here and you can use. Now, this is the premium area. This is CSP trading. It's a whopping $5 a month for their Patreon. But with that, you get access to their premium Discord server that allows you to do things like look for negative risk, because negative risk is super cool, but to go looking for it all day, finding it, doing the math is pretty tough. You can come in here. Again, you have to be a premium member for this. And, well, actually, you don't have to be a premium member to see negative risk, but there's some other commands that you have to be. But you run that, and it just tells you, boom, right now, there are 0 markets with negative risk. So I don't have to worry about it. It's not out there. Sometimes it'll tell you, oh, there's 3 markets, and it'll tell you exactly how much money you could make there. And it's pretty badass. And it tells you how much money to put in every no bracket to maximize your profit. So wanted to give a shout out to that. I also um, don't. I got to be careful about. I don't know that people on there necessarily want to be on my podcast, so I don't want to go showing the chat. I accidentally did that, but what was I going to say? Oh, the they do want me to promote it though. So I was looking for the invite link for you. Here it is. Invite people, and I'm going to copy it, and boom. And I just wanted to do that for you guys right now. If anybody wants to be a part of that Discord service, that link will expire, but you don't have to be a premium member for that one. JB, what's up, buddy? How you doing? The link I just gave you, that's you don't have to be a premium member. That's just a regular Discord link, and with just amazingly brilliant people in it, giving that are very patient, giving amazing advice. So if you want to get into gambling on PI, I highly recommend it. And that's where I got this bet from. I copied a couple of people in that room or on that Discord server. So, the number of shares, if you want to experiment with this, you could deposit. I mean, these are, let's see, if you bought one share at 96 cents, or I'm sorry, at 97 cents of no, and you bought just buy one share in every no, deposit $20. Actually, you know what? Better than that, use that other promo code. If you go to bettingpolitical.com, on my very first post, I have a promo code gives you $100 for $100 for free. So you deposit $100, they give you 100 for free. You don't need to spend it all. Buy one share of no in this bracket, this bracket, this bracket, in all of them. B1 through 8, as we would call it. This is the one, and you can play along with me. Is the point? You're going to buy one share of no. You could buy more if you want, but just to see how it works, watch your cash balance up here and buy one share of no at B1 through B8. I'm sorry, through B7. And then when you get to B8, buy one share of yes for B8, 9, and 10. And you'll be basically be betting with the favorites. It's kind of like then the day of this vote, you're going to want to watch the vote live. Get on, your TV is, I don't have cable, but if you have, cable and you have a TV, I got to watch it on the internet. It's not as fast, but you could watch it on TV in real time. You could count the number of people who are yaying versus naying. If you get into the Discord server I just told you about, everybody in there counts together. In the comments section below on predicted on PI, you'll see people keeping count. So there's going to be wild swings. These vote count markets do crazy things, which is why I got out of the Mayorkas one when I did. I got out of this because I made money on it and I wasn't going to do any better. My total market investment was like, I don't know, what was it, 62? And it was 72 and I walked with 62, something like that. I mean, I got as close to $1. At one point, when I added my yeses together, they were at like 99 cents. It was like I should have just cashed out then and gotten, that was close enough. You can't do better than $1. I showed you guys that trick before where you add up your yeses. Here, I'll show you on this one. If at some point your yeses add up to more than $1, then you should cash out all of those immediately because you're making more money than you can if the market settles. So 47 and 13 is 60 cents plus 28 is 88 cents. So another way of putting this is collectively you have an 88 percent chance of winning. You stand to win at most right now, or I do, 12 cents, the difference between 88 cents and a dollar. So if for some reason some bit of news comes out and B8 shoots up to 50 cents, and then you know, and let's pretend this is 50 cents and it's $1.28, it'd be like, oh my God, I'm going to sell all that immediately and buy the nose, because there would be negative risk at that point. Did I hear about Democrat Senator Warner having to quarantine? Is that going to affect any of your bets? I don't think so. We'll see. This is not until March 31st. The only bet I have right now. Oh well, okay. This is the one that we have to talk about. This is another vote one I'm in, and I copied again somebody else's bet. I really like this because I got in really cheap on a lot of these. Notice I have B1, 2, and 3 as no, and paid a lot for B1 no. Here's the problem with this. Here's the concern here. I love my bet if the vote happens. There's a concern about whether or not this is going to happen by the March 1st deadline. There's a deadline here in the rules, even though it's not on the headline, where it ends on March 1st. And here's the thing. A vote on the nomination. Okay, should no vote confirmation vote on the nomination of Rep. Fudge to the position commence before the end date, or should such a vote result in the rejection of the nominee via a procedure that does not result in the recording of a tally of votes, or should Rep. Fudge be confirmed to position of Secretary of Housing and Urban Development in a vote that commences only after the end date? The contract identifying the range 61 or fewer shall resolve to yes. So, in other words, if this vote doesn't happen, that's the important part. Should the vote has to be commenced. So if no vote happens, then the yes side of this, I'm trying to get my screen won't oh, maybe I can use my mouse to cheat. All right, there we go. So that means that's the reason 61 or fewer is priced as it is. It's about 50-50 right now. And the reason is because if you take yes on 61 or fewer and the vote doesn't happen at all, you win. I did have as a hedge, there's an argument for me staying with the hedge. I just trying to stick to my rule of sticking with one vote, with one contract. But I've got, where's the other Marcia Fudge vote? Here it is. So before, what I did was, wow, this shot up to yes. I'm glad I got out of this. Now might be a good time to get no. Unless something happened, unless there's some reason they believe she's going to be confirmed. But I had this as a no, as a hedge to my other one. She is definitely going to be the one who's confirmed when the vote happens. The question again is whether or not it happens by March 1st. So if I took the no on this side, which I used to have, I'm saying the vote's not going to happen by March 1st. Whereas this one over here, if you take the yes on 61 or fewer, it's saying the same thing. Because if the vote doesn't happen by March 1st, then this resolves to yes. So they're the same bet. Now, interestingly enough, you can only, the most you can ever have on one contract is $850. But this is a way, if you wanted to really bet that let's say you really believed that the vote was not going to happen at all by March 1st, you could get $1,700 down, because you could take The no side of this for up to $850. Um, I'm sorry, the yes side of this, 61 or fewer. You would take the yes side of this, and you would take the no side of the other one, and it would be the same bet. See what I mean? Because if the vote doesn't happen, this resolves to yes. So you would take the yes here. And on the other one, you're betting on whether or not the vote happens at all. So if you took the no on this one, it's the same thing. It's the same bet on that level. Now, if the vote does happen, she will be confirmed. And then B1 will be dead. And then I'll be in a good position. Because if the vote does happen, it's not going to be 61 or fewer. So I'm on the good side there. So I like my bets. That's what I'm saying, as long as it actually happened. Yeah, she's not controversial. She'll be confirmed. When a vote can actually, it has to happen by March 1st, and the snowstorm has delayed things, and uh, the the impeachment thing is an issue. Did you hear about? Oh, you already read that. Okay. Am I a premium member? Yes, I am. Sorry, I didn't see that question. Yeah, I joined the regular Discord and didn't even know there was a premium membership until I learned about the bots. And I was like, oh, there's some commands you can't do unless you're a premium member on the bots. And it's five stinking dollars. And that information is golden because you run that command, and if there's negative risk, that's guaranteed money. There's no gambling. It's just you're guaranteed to have money there. Don't bet on Visac. That guy is such a douchebag. Of course, he'll be confirmed. He's very popular. I already bet on him. But it has nothing to do with how I feel. I don't actually know anything about any of these people. I'm strictly betting the market. Like, I don't know anything about these people, but I know that these are the three favorites. So I'm basically betting with the market. I took the three favorites and took no. Now you know that it's not going to be the ones here on the really low end. Look, I'm already up 72 cents on this bad boy. But that vote's going to happen, I think, by March 31st. I want them to definitively say that Marcia Fudge is going to, that her confirmation vote's going to happen. That's the one that's exciting for me. So now the question is, what do I do about Mayorkas? I have no idea. I mean, I'm a penny down, $1.34 down. I could sell out of this. What's my sell offer? I was offering to sell it for 44 cents. Let's take a look at the order book. I'm looking at the wrong monitor as usual. So there's, I mean, order book's not that thick. Only 684 shares need to be sold to bring this back up to the price I paid for it. So if I wanted to, I could just sell this for back what I got for it, probably. I mean, let's watch. There's the 684 shares. If that number plummets, so that's what I was talking about. You can actually see by watching the order book how the market's moving. This is a really important thing. It's something that was so simple at first I thought, and then I realized how little. I was like, oh, this is a lot of what you want to be looking at is right here. And because if all of a sudden, let's say somebody, people come in and they buy up those shares at 38 cents, the price goes to 39. We go, okay, there's 1,200 shares at that price. Let's see what happens. If all of a sudden the volume increases on this market and something comes out that changes people's minds, we might watch it go all the way. We might watch that 39-cent order book go from 1,200 shares to, in a blink of an eye, to 1,000 to 800, and then it's like, oh shit, the market's going to move. I don't want to sell my shares back for 39 cents. This thing is, for one reason or another, it's heading upwards. Right now, it's just sitting there, but it is pretty late at night. It's almost 3:30 in the morning on the East Coast, and man, this I say that's my only complaint so far is this is a morning person kind of gambling thing, and I'm a night owl. JB, the policies he's been pushing for 20 years are terrible. Really, I don't know anything about him. Who objected to Homeland Security nominee? I don't know. What are the odds on wacky QAnon rep from Georgia losing education committee post or be expelled from Congress? Any bets on her? Oh, that's a good question. Marjorie Taylor Greene. We were talking about her earlier. Let's see if there's any markets on her. No, nothing. We could see what. Let's see what else is on my watch list. Well, my friends, I think let's see. We got Merrick Garland, um, Samantha Power. Samantha Power. That's one Tony is in. It's on the way up. That's good. She's going to be confirmed. So Tony should just hold on to his. He bought into this at 75 cents. He's going to make a quarter on every share. So yeah, she does. She makes Representative Beep Boop Boop Bo Bert seem less crazy. Yeah, you're exactly right. Look, it's like I'm one of them. Here, bet on Zach Waldman. Um. So yeah, Buttigieg. So this one, okay. What I was kind of thinking here is Mayor Pete's vote is going to be before Mayorkas, and I was thinking maybe I just watch this live and try to ride the waves because it's these swings are crazy. You'll see the numbers will just go from like this thing will go from a nickel to like 80 cents and then back down to a penny. You know what I mean? It's bonkers. And I haven't really gotten to participate in that yet. I'm never up in the morning. So I'm thinking this could be fun to do. You know, so that's kind of what I was going to do is kind of play this one live tomorrow and in the moment and see if I can't, if it becomes obvious that it's going to go one way or another, buy in at the last moment maybe if it's going to become obvious it's one of these. Again, remember I could take a bunch of these no shares though. I could take B1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You could take B1 through 5 and get a little money, But I don't know. I don't think I want to do that. I'm happy with this bet here. And let's see how this order book is going. All right. So there's 38 cents now for 684 of them. That's about where we were before. See, it seems like there's nothing going on. There's no volume. And I don't know. I might just leave this. I paid 39 cents. I had a sell offer at 44 cents. I was going to make a nickel on each share. So, I mean, maybe I'll just leave it there and let it ride. Maybe I let it ride for a nice score or I get out of it and I lose $20. You know what I mean? If it starts to tank. He's so qualified to run a multi-billion-dollar transit department. He had like a dozen buses when mayor of a small town, but yes, he'll be confirmed to get a boyish smile. JB hates this guy. Well, the smart money or the popular money is right here. Maybe I should remove my offer to sell this and hold on to it. That's the question. Do I want out of this now while I'm, where I can either get my money back? Most certainly, I'll get my money back if I offer to sell at 39 cents. By the time people wake up in the morning, they'll probably go right through that order book. Or do I wake up in the morning, watch the Mayor Pete vote, and decide what I want to do with it, then have a little more action? Hmm. I think I'm gonna. I think I'm. Yeah, win is a win. I could. Oh, you know what I could do? I could do this. I'm gonna remove I'm gonna remove that offer. Fuck off. I will sell my yes shares if for some reason while I'm sleeping or something. If they go to like 90 cents, I'd be thrilled. So let's see here. There's a reason I'm clicking instead of typing. All right, sell yes, 90 cents, all 134. Boom. That's what I'm doing. Boom. Fuck off. He was Oh, really? He was part of screwing over Bernie? Mayor Pete? I don't know a lot about Mayor Pete. I know I've refrained from making a single Mayor Pete butt plug reference. I mean, that's the only thing I know about him. And I'd rather bang Mayor Pete than Ted Cruz. I mean, if you're gonna have to fuck one of them, he's better looking than Ted Cruz. What I know about Mayor Pete is that he's is about establishment as you can get, and I don't. I hope he's not I mean, unfortunately, if the Democratic machine continues to move forward, if we don't have a strong third party or something doesn't change, unfortunately, we might be facing a President Mayor Pete. I'm really happy to see the fudge market coming back, though. And I haven't said fudge packer once, by the way, until just now. I like to point out the obvious jokes I have not made. I like that this rebounded a lot because Tony Rowe copied my bet on this, and I copied this bet. So I don't want my friends to lose on my bets. So I think as long as this vote happens, Tony's going to be thrilled. If the vote actually occurs and it's like definite, we wake up. There's a tweet. Oh, confirmation vote for Marcia Fudge scheduled for February 16th or whatever. It'll be the price on this will skyrocket. It'll be awesome. Compared to Ted Cruz, Pete is a saint. That's what I'm thinking. Exactly. Nobody likes Ted Cruz. All right, my friends. I think I'm gonna wrap up the PI video. Any questions? You want to look at any other markets? Any opinions about my bets? These are tough, right? Because it's betting on the number of people that are going to vote a certain way. A lot of this stuff, again, I don't know anything about it. I'm just following the leaders in that Discord group that I've just promoted. Um, the penny flipping strategy is the one I really want to embrace, and I want to start looking for opportunities to do more penny flipping. That would be more exciting to do live too, just buying stuff and selling it right back for a penny. And part of a big step in learning how to do that is reading that order book and realizing when you have a high volume and few shares that the number is going to be changing rapidly. Yeah, I know, right? I thought there'd be bets on green too. There's a lot of things. This is that market I used to be in. This fucking thing. The next European leader out, Cunty or Merkel. I was glad I got out of that finally. I've been McConnell. Will he vote to convict Trump? Remember, I was in that one. Oh, that was a bloodbath. That was my biggest loss on PI so far. That was like a $95 loss. And this one, Trump file to run for president before the end of 21? I think that's an easy no. That's weird. It said because I think I've looked into it. Most of these jerk offs they file like a year ahead. If he's going to file to run for president, he'll do it in 23. Every person I Googled, now I only Googled like maybe five or six, but you guys find if you can find, I don't know, somebody has to know. I should probably find like pay some Filipino virtual assistant to do some data scraping and tell me on a chart like when every president and when every person who ever ran for president when they filed. Yeah, McConnell signaled a yes and then stabbed us in the back with no vote. You got that right, buddy. McConnell got me as a horrible representative and fucking us on the stimulus checks. Then he got me again when I bet on him to convict and lost money. Now, I mean, Trump, just to drive everybody nuts, could file earlier. I don't think so, though. The no is 68. So that's saying 68% of the market believes this is a no right now. You could buy all 68 shares for five. Oh, there's only five shares at 68 cents. So you see that there's a lot of. Oh yeah, that's something I could show you real quick. Like, let me show you what an order book looks like when it's got a ton. See, look at this. Look at all these shares. So you got to go through a lot of shares to get to the next level on each one. You know what I mean? So this market's not going to move quickly. So anyway, that's that. Anything else about PI or he made two damn speeches condemning Trump. Yeah, it is brutal. He McConnell just repeatedly fucks us and fucks us and fucks us again. If I ever meet him, I'm going to tell him, you owe me $100. I bet on you to impeach that cocksucker and you didn't do it. You owe me $100. I really wish I had some weed. Completely out of weed. I'm all out of weed. I'm nothing without it. I could pack the pipe. I'm not going to though. I'm going to attempt to go. I'm going to go to bed early, wake up early to watch the Buttigieg vote. I will maybe even stream it. Maybe a different angle for the camera though, sitting down because I want to be in front of my computer, be able to actually work my computer in. But I'll probably stream the confirmation hearing and the vote and my betting and all of that. So if you're around, I'll do some live PI betting during the Buttigieg vote and the Mayorkas. I just essentially took my shares off the market. Essentially, I thought he was bitter about Georgia race, but apparently not enough to turn on Trump. I thought they would want to get rid of Trump. My logic was if they convict him, he can't run for president again. Wouldn't that be a good thing for everybody if he couldn't run for president again? And yeah, I think Mayor Butts much is going to get confirmed by all of them too. I was surprised to see that people felt Ballsack was more popular. I mean, here's Mayor Pete, And on the higher brackets, people think he's going to be more in this range. See, 86 to 91, 83 to 91, basically. And then we look at ball sack, veiny ball sack, and 89 to 95 or more. I mean, they really think everybody likes this veiny ball sack, is what they think. I'm up a big 72 cents on that. So, see, I won't stay in all three of these markets the whole time because there's at some point it'll be obvious it's not one of those, and I'll cut my losses and get out. That's the plan anyway. Veiny Ballsack is as corporate dem as they get. Yeah. It seems like that more and more of them are that, I mean, look, even the squad, they were supposed to go in there and be the progressives, and they towed the line immediately. They sold out. All right, before I end the show, let's see. Oh, okay, let me end this. All right, all right. All right, that does it for PI then tonight. And if you want to follow my progress on gambling, on politics, please visit my website, bettingpolitical.com. Let me show it. I'm so proud of it. This is bettingpolitical.com. I'm not going to end the show yet, JB. I just wanted to show off my website, but I'll be this last segment here, I'll be adding as my second blog post. And so this is where you can follow my progress. I'm sharing how much I'm winning and losing. Oh, I forgot to do that. I found this amazing article, and he shows you how in Excel you could really get a good idea of your wins and losses. And I was going to do that live with you guys. Since I suck at math and suck at Excel, I was going to do that. But we'll do that another time. But in the meantime, yeah, you can go here to follow my progress on gambling on politics. bettingpolitical.com. I like the URL. I like the color scheme. I like it. I hope you like it. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe. Hit the thumbs up button. Don't forget the little notification bell there. If you'd like to learn some magic tricks and bar bets, get access to exclusive content, the best way to support me is by going to ZachWaldman.com/fans. That's ZachWaldman.com/fans. And of course, don't forget, I love you all more than chocolate cake.
Hey there. Don't forget to subscribe to Madcast shows on iTunes, Stitcher, or your favorite podcast app. Okay, bye.
Madcast Media Network.